So hi guys, and welcome back to the channel for another video today. Today I'm going to be covering my new Ruggard or Ruggard dry cabinet. Okay, the dry cabinet protects your lenses, photographic and optical equipment, mobile electronics, all manner of things really, and all your valuable accessories against any moisture buildup and things like that, fungal growth. It's got a TE cooling system wafer in there that just regulates that to the relative humidity you set. So primarily camera equipment, anything between 30 and 60. So you just set it top and bottom there, and we'll go into that a bit later on. Okay, it prevents any sort of fungal growth, any corrosion. It also limits the amount of dust and anything like that can get into your camera equipment, so it's all sealed inside the cabinet itself. The cabinet offers total silent operation. There's no fan or there's no compressor in there, so it literally is silent. And there is no drip trays, there's no drip in there, there's no condensation, there's absolutely nothing, so there's no need for a water tray to capture anything. It just literally, you switch it on, you set your relative, your humidity on the top and bottom cabinets, and then that's it. There is no maintenance, there is no filters to change, there is nothing. The glass door itself there has a rubber seal around it, so you open the door up, that has a rubber seal all the way around, and once that's shut, rubber seal locks, and then you lock your cabinet. So it really is ideal. Nice little glass doors there. It's also got illumination there, so you've got a light system top and bottom. Here we go. Just on the one side, just so you can see what you're doing inside there. And this really is then designed to keep your equipment in tip-top condition for years to come. They come with like a 5-year guarantee. I've always wanted one. And it's just peace of mind at the end of the day. You're spending a fortune on your kit. Doesn't matter if you've got as much as this, you've got more, you've got less. You can buy little small cabinets just to stick a couple lenses in and a DSLR laptop if you wanted to put a computer in there. So they really are absolutely cracking bits of kit, and it's just such a peace of mind for me operating in these sort of warm temperatures to cold temperatures, bringing your kit in and out. Usually you can put them in a bag, you can put them in a cooler room when you come back from a shoot, all this sort of stuff just to limit that condensation buildup. We've all had it. We've been outside, we come back into the car, we stick the camera in the bag, and we stick the camera and the bag into the cupboard, and that's it, and we get it out and shoot again. So the way this operates there, as I said, that's the temperature that's in this room at the moment or within the cabinet, and that's your humidity. Because I opened the door, the obviously humidity level's gone up. All you do is then we'll go through the various settings, but you set button and then you just dial in what humidity you want, and I'll put all the details in the description below. So the overview then, it's got a DC port in the back, it's got moisture sink, so it sinks for whatever you set it at. It's got the LED bulbs there, it's got adjustable shelving, we'll go into that in a moment. And the reason really why I bought it, common sense really, that you want to protect your equipment and keep it in tip-top condition and certainly not get any mold or fungal growth and dust inside your lenses. A friend of mine called Bob, won't mind me mentioning his name, from the UK, he's a wildlife stroke aviation photographer, and sadly he was sending his Nikon lens back to one of the used camera stores to trade in for new equipment. And sadly, they actually contacted him, sent him some pictures that he had quite bad fungal growth within inside his prime lens. I mean, these lenses were probably £10,000. Absolutely devastated he was. He looked after his equipment really well. But sadly, he didn't have the silica gel packs you put inside bags like I do, and he maybe wasn't as conscious about doing the cold to warm environments, maybe just sticking his camera back in his bag and sticking it in the cupboard, and obviously the fungal growth and the buildup will increase. So sadly, it was going to cost him a fortune to fix, and he did actually get it fixed in the end and then traded the lens in once it was fit, but it was not cheap. And he's absolutely gutted. The first thing he done when he bought his, upgraded his new system, his new lenses and his new bodies, is he bought one of these. So he bought one, I think he got a 40 litre, so quite a lot smaller than this one, maybe about there. This is 180 litre, this is quite big. They do go bigger. I think they do a 360 or something, which is huge, which is double this again. Yeah, so just look at the the description in the vlog description there for any sort of the stats and other information you might want to check out. Just want to say though, I'm not endorsed by Ruggard. I didn't get a discount on this. I bought this with my own money. I bought this from B&H Photo Video in America, and I had it shipped here to Canada. I would have bought one if I was in the UK. The import taxes and things are more considerable in the UK to ship it from America. There isn't a stockist in Canada, and I don't think there's a stockist in the UK, which is a real shame. So you have to source this from overseas, and it's a big bit of kit to get shipped too, so the postage is quite expensive. But for me, whilst I'm here, it's cheaper to post to North America. So, bit the bullet and bought it. And a friend of mine, I put a post out the other day on Instagram, and I basically showed a picture of this, and my gear is now safe from fungus and all sorts. And lots of people said to me, oh, that's amazing. I've always thought about getting one, or I didn't know they existed. You should do a video on it. So it's just for those people that maybe are thinking about getting a cabinet. They are a great thing to have. There are other manufacturers out there you can see on Amazon. There are other makes and models. Ruggard, I think, are the best, and they're the ones that have been in business the longest. So it's a trusted brand with a good 5-year guarantee there. And it is really simple, There really isn't anything to it, really. We're just going to go through the cabinet now, just to show you some basic what it's like inside. It's not much to it, and we'll just go from there. So guys, just going to quickly run through the cabinet itself. There isn't a great deal to it, to be honest. It's not really rocket science. It just does what it says on the tin, really. So you open the cabinet up, there we go, rubber seal all the way around, lock. And what you've got there, I've got a combination lock. Obviously standard thing, 000, it's set. You've got a little key, put it in the side, you change your combination you want, and that's it. It's not, if you really wanted to get in there, you could get in there, but it's just to stop maybe kids and people like that having a good play. It all looks quite nice and Gucci with your the lights on and all the kit inside, but at least it keeps unwanted hands out of your precious gear. So once you set the combination lock, that's it. So really good. Same. So this is a mirror image, guys. It's the same top and bottom. There's no point in going through each cabinet itself at the minute. Obviously at the moment, I've got at the bottom, I've got the shells removed, I've got all my prime lenses down there. So if you can see, I've got my 300 f2.8, I've got a 500mm f4 Mark II, I've got also a 200 to 400 f4 1.4x, and there I've got varying lenses. I've got, there's an 800 RF, there's a RF 100 to 500, and there's a EF 400 there. And then going through here, we've got Canon 100mm macro, a Laowa macro lens. We've got a 70 to 200 f4L lens. We've got a 1.4, a 2 times, and 2 RF EF converters there. There we've got a 70 RF 70 to 200 f4, got a 8 to 15 fisheye, and a 17 to 40 wide angle. I think that's what we've got in there so far. So, I've got more room. I could push these lenses further back and then get more in there. But we're just going to open up and have a look. As you see, when I open this up, the humidity will change. It's obviously letting stuff in there. So open that up. Here we have, I've got all my batteries in here. So I've got all of my LPE19s there. I've got my for my DX series and for my R3, and also memory cards, and I've got smaller batteries as well for the R7, the D3 and the 5DSR. At the top there I've got, so that is a 1DX Mark III, that's an R3. At the back I've got 5DSR, 5D3 and a 1DX Mark II at the back. So as you can see, it can house an awful lot. I mean, I could just play around with it a little bit. These trays here just slot in and out. These are plastic trays. They've got a nice foam inserts that come with it. You just lay them inside there, job done. There's no real, inside the cabinet itself, there's no anything to catch or scratch your camera lenses or your camera bodies, etc. These are plastic. A few people have moaned about the plastic, but I think it's like an 8 kilogram capacity on these, and they're so easy, and they're nice and lightweight, and they're nice and strong. You've got at the side here, you've got little rails that you can take out, so you can adjust this at different heights, and there's a little holes all the way up, and you just adjust it as you want to go. So you just ship. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 holes there, which you can adjust these trays at different levels. But that's pretty much it. As I said, you've got that rubber seal all the way around. There's the locking mechanism there. It's made out of metal, very lightweight metal, doesn't weigh an awful lot either. You've got the some wires at the back there with the TE wafer system there, and as I said, that doesn't need to be changed at all either. And that's really it, guys. There's not really an awful lot to it. I'll put a bit more in the description below. I will say though, you can get a key lock, you can get a combo lock, and you can even get a thumbprint recognition lock if you really want to be fancy. But that's really it. You know, it is what it is. I think massive peace of mind for me. You know, you spend all that money, save all that money to get, you know, your equipment, and I think the least you can do, you know, is probably protect it the best way you can. There are other ways you can manage your cameras when you bring them from hot, cold, vice versa environments, the dust, etc. But loads of people have spoken to me and messaged me since my post on Instagram and said, my God, I've got to get one of those. Some people say, my God, they're expensive, but yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is, I guess, but it's just peace of mind at the end of the day. I will say as well that I said you've got these foam inserts here. They're for things like your DSLRs. These here, take these out. Now these are set and they've got ridges all the way on there, and they are for, so you can slot your lenses along. They don't all fit. And I say I could push those right back to the back, and then I can have a lot more lenses in there. I say they come in different sizes. I think there's a 40, there's a 60, there's an 80, there's a 120, a 180, a 360. I mean, there's loads. I'll put the link in the vlog description there. And all you do, shut, lock, set button, hold on to it. It then flashes. 38 is what it's set at. Click set, and that's it. Then that will then take probably from start, it will take a couple of hours to regulate the humidity, but that will then start to sort itself out, and that will drop down to 38. This bit flashes in the middle where it's working to get that humidity down, and once that hits 38, that little flashy light goes off there, and that's it. So you don't control the temperature, you just control the humidity there, the relative humidity. And as I said there, you've got lights on and lights off. So guys, really, really nice and simple there. You know, it is what it is. If you've got any questions, please fire them my way. But you know, it does what it says on the tin at the end of the day. You know, it's a dry cabinet to protect all your valuable equipment from fungus, dust, corrosion. And as I say, you know, so glad I got one. You know, I really am. It's just massive peace of mind. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick review there of my Ruggard 180 litre dry cabinet. You know, it is what it is. It's nice and quick, but I really did this because people asked me about it, and you know, I'm just trying to help people make a bit of a decision, or maybe something that people weren't aware of, maybe weren't aware of the fungus problem, weren't aware of these cabinets existed. It was really just to help you guys just out, because the last thing I'd want to see is for you guys to get any fungus and corrosion on your precious camera equipment. You know, there are people out there that I'm sure have had these similar problems. It'd be great if you could let us know below in the vlog description how you do things, how you control it. Have you got a cabinet like this? Have you got a different make of cabinet? Could you recommend this one or another? You know, please let us know. But I hope you found that useful, guys. You know, I really just wanted to give you a heads up on why I bought one. You know, being here in Canada now, the temperature range certainly in the winter time is very cold. Using my gear outside and bringing it straight inside will inevitably get my a lot of that condensation, that fogginess build up on the lens elements, and also inside the camera on the mirrors and things like that. It'll all introduce moisture into your equipment, so you know it really is vitally important there. And obviously in high humidity environments, another, you know, if you're away maybe sort of a jungly environments and things like that, very moisture laden areas, you know, these cabinets are really coming to their own. But if you've got any questions for me, guys, please just leave me a message in the vlog description below, or message me through any of other means through social media. But as always for me, guys, thanks very much indeed for watching, and if you could just give us a like and a comment, and if you don't subscribe and you want to give the channel a go, please do so. I'll do reviews now and then, as well as obviously my vlogs out in the field. But as always, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.